What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 10 of my Total Warhammer 2 modded Imrik campaign. So as we saw last time, we fought yet another battle against the dragon, and Shakalot fell to Imrik. That went fairly well, and it was a really fun battle, and this time, since there are no dragons remaining, we will be starting off by fighting for the armor of Caledor and finally powering up Imrik with that. It doesn't really give anything to us faction-wide, unfortunately, which would have been lovely if it did, like, say, I don't know, plus 2 public order faction-wide or something like that. But I'll take what I can get. Self-restoration and vigor restoration and all that seems like some good stuff either way. And in fact, since there's really nothing to do and we want to save our money for next turn, or at the very least save it until we get more money from fighting the battle, well, we can fight said battle right now. So let's get Imrik out of here.
The dragons shall wake.
And dragons shall indeed wake, buddy. A lot of them have already woken up. Alright, let's teleport 1,000 just to teleport. Really? I guess it's really far, huh? Well, whatever. I guess we gotta invest this time. And let's see what we got here. Ooh, oh, Dark Elves, Vampirates, and regular Vamps. Ooh, 2 units of Blood Knights versus 2 units of Dragon Princes. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Do they have any bloated corpses? Yes, they do. We gotta target that. Oh, they have a fair amount of artillery here as well. Alright, well, this army is trash. This army is mostly trash, but has some threatening stuff, like the carronades and mortars could damage our melee line fairly heavily. Obviously, they have some threatening Blood Dragon warriors in their melee, and the Grave Guard are pretty hard to bring down, generally. But otherwise... Oh, and they do have another Vargulf, as well as the Blood Knights that I already know. Alright, let's do this thing right now. And, oh wait, before I get to battle, this is the 10th episode in the series, therefore, just when I like to remind you guys to drop those likes and comments if you've been enjoying this particular Let's Play and like it on a regular schedule, yada yada. I think you already know the drill by now, so let's just get to the battle. Cinematic, obviously.
So it is true! The Blood Dragon dons the lost heirloom of my bloodline. His minions may be many, but when he falls, his control will crumble, along with his shambling minions. The stench of gunpowder and brine is thick in the air, for the fiend brings undead artillerymen of the sea. Already they have dragged their rickety cannons onto the field. We must be wary of their bombardments. And what is this? He has brought some Druki thralls to battle with him. This vampire certainly knows how to get my attention. This indignity must be met with all the rage of Caledor. The vampire wishes to drink the blood of my allies, the mighty drakes. But he will do no such thing. I shall defeat him and send him and his minions back to their graves.
Oh, and before we start, I'd just like to point out that as I was loading, I noticed that the vampire admiral here is called Dick Halfmast, and I don't want to slow clap in front of the microphone because it is probably going to make some people deaf, but damn it, all the vampires have amazing names. I love the joke names, they're great. So let's see what we're working with here. So they have 3 separate armies and they don't appear to be attacking us at the same time, which is kind of interesting. It looks like the Druki are moving in first here, so we will set up in such a way where we face the Druki here. I also don't want our army to be in range of the artillery, the 2 carronades especially, that are over here on the Vampirates side of the map, so we might as well move a little bit away from them, and then send some dragons out there. You can see Michaela moving out there now, use some casts of magic, use some breaths and stuff, and maybe try to get rid of the artillery before it can do anything. Now, in the meantime, the Dark Elves are going to be charging straight for us, which is just fine. I don't really see this army doing anything to us because it is the weakest army on the field. It's weaker than the Vampirates, and it's way weaker than the main army. Alright, in the meantime, let's see, and I am going to be saying in the meantime a lot, I'm willing to bet. The mortar appears to be firing at Michaela. Well, that's fine, as long as it's not the carronade or the gunners who are actually able to do quite a bit of damage. It looks like we have harpies moving in 2 sides, and we could just send We could just send Imrik to deal with them, because what are they going to do? They can't really hurt him. He has way too much armor. Oh, and it looks like some of them are going to drop out of the sky. And there we go. Imrik moves in, and with a single attack, he appears to get... Oh, wow, he kills a lot of them with every bite. Nice. Oh, one of them went up high before dropping. Yeah, and they're routing already. That's what, three bites maybe? Unfortunate for them. Over here in the background, you can see that this carronade is quite hurt. That is because we got a flame storm off. We can see Michaela starting to take damage to the enemy gunners, so it is imperative to move her out. We're also getting the breath off on the carronades as is necessary. Hopefully that'll delete these 2 units. A lovely little effect from that dragon breath on all these zombies exploding. Man, I wish that this carronade had fired just now, like right into the screen. It probably would have looked real cool. But anyway, that went pretty well. Oh, you gotta love all the fire effects around. Let's get back to the main battle. Let's see how we're doing here. It looks like Trogdor did the same thing as Imrik did and took out those harpies with some assistance from the range units. But it also does appear that the enemy army is finally approaching us. The Black Ark Corsairs with two-handed swords. Oh, they got near, and then no, I was about to say that they decided to rout, but apparently they didn't. They just turned. Maybe they decided to go for Imrik, who landed amongst their lord and did more than half HP damage in a couple hits there. Imrik's frightening already. And he's going to get more frightening. And here we go, the first charge of the Blood Knights, and we are over here getting a counter charge in with our own Knights. And this is exactly what the little matchup that I was talking about earlier. Blood Knights versus Dragon Princes, although Imrik, he's already brought the Blood Knights down to half HP. So I don't think these guys are going to have a great time here. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be dead in a couple of seconds, especially as they sandwiched between Imrik, who can probably kill them all himself without too much trouble. Take a bite out of someone, please, dragon. And someone just went flying. I guess that was a... Oh, wow, more of them going flying. I guess that's, yeah, due to the charges of the Dragon Princess. I wish this map wasn't so dark, because there's some good action shots here, but they're really hard to see, unfortunately. But hey, I guess we can't do much about that. But let's see. The Blood Knights are all basically dead already. We can see Michaela actually did take some damage, I guess, from the carronade fire as well as the gunfire. It was a little bit of an error on my part. I should have moved her more around the edges, so that perhaps she didn't take as much damage. But yeah, I'm willing to repeat the same mistake with Trogdor and go in just to try to delete those mortars as well, so that they can't do anything. Otherwise, this army is just about dead. The range units have taken care of all the melee that have moved in. There is one Black Ark Corsairs with handbows and one regular Black Ark Corsairs unit left alive, but... White Lions, Signs of Matlan, and they're going to destroy these guys pretty quick. And we do have other units awaiting in the wings, ready to kill them all should the need arise. Looks like the Blood Knights have dropped and the enemy Lord has also routed over here, and these guys are routing themselves. The Heralds of the Wind are helping out by... killing an okay amount of these guys. I guess they do have the Sea Dragon cloak, so they are resistant to the range fire. Other than that, Imrik's just floating over the battlefield with his full HP, lording it over the fact that he destroyed that unit. And yeah, here we go. Look at the damage, how quickly Trogdor drops, and I think I still say it was necessary to destroy this mortar, but once again, I could have done it the other way. Instead of heading around like this, should have done it the other way around, headed out like this, destroy the mortar, and then back this way to prevent taking damage. But oh well, it's okay. As long as he's not dead, I'm pretty happy. The rest of the army has survived, and half of this army has been destroyed, or at least the most threatening units have, because the artillery are gone. It looks like Imrik's going to be fighting bats now after he's dealt with harpies, and that's fine. And okay, never mind, he's moving aside a little bit. Oh, I think what I wanted to do is draw their army a little bit more forward, especially as the enemy Blood Knight is still atop the zombie dragon. And I do like the fact that he is atop a zombie dragon for the armor of Caledor, because it's only appropriate that in a way this is another dragon battle. Over here we have a unit of Blood Dragon warriors moving in, holding out their shields. I guess they don't like being pelted by the Illyrian Reavers here. And we're going to get a charge into them soon, I believe, although I could be mistaken. Where are our Dragon Princes? not you Illyrian Reavers. I want Dragon Princes in on this. The rest of the battle isn't, there's nothing really happening out here, just range units firing, so I'm just gonna watch the Blood Knights for a little while, and yeah, Imrik's killing more Harpies, which is what he likes to do. Oh, and finally, here come the Dragon Princes. They're gonna plow through this unit of Blackheart Corsairs first, I think, but mostly in order to get to the Blood Dragon Warriors, and there we go. Hi, it looks like the Blood Dragon Warriors mostly have enough mass to prevent themselves from going flying, which doesn't make sense, although look at the damage they took on the charge there. I would have expected them to be a lot more resilient than that. That was, what, half of their HP in about 2 seconds from a single charge from this unit. That's kind of surprising, actually, because once again, SFO is supposed to make units take longer to kill and do damage to. That doesn't appear to be the case here, but let's watch these guys at least take some damage and just watch the aerial combat in the background. Ooh, cascading fire cloak going in on Imrik, looks like. And I think with that, Imrik's going to start moving. Yeah, it's really hard to see here. The Vargulf appears to have gone in to try to help out the Blood Dragon Warriors, but they're not going to be alive for more than a couple more seconds. We also have our White Lines of Trace, the Regiment of Renown, the Pure Main Company helping in against the Vargulf as well. And I think this portion of the battlefield should be looking pretty darn swell. Over on this side, another unit of Blood Knights dueling our Dragon Princes once again, doing a little bit of damage to our Dragon Princes this time, but dropping all the same, and maybe some of that damage is due to our own range fire, because we can see several of our units having arrows in them. And, ooh, what do we have here? This little unit of Rotting Prometheans is at full HP and appears to have charged us for some reason instead of engaging in ranged combat. And Imrik still relatively unhurt, kind of obliterating the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord over here, who is at, what, maybe 40% HP, and it's gonna be lower real soon. Let's watch this duel a little bit with the rest of the stuff in the background. Imrik's actually dueling him while casting extra spells, and there we go. Pretty nice. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about, this map being so damn dark. Can barely make these two out. Let's see, you're just about done, and the rest of this army should fall fairly quickly. Looks like Michaela's moving in to try to help out a little bit. Not that it's really needed. I think what I wanted to do is just use her debuff on all these units nearby just to kill them as fast as possible, because these range units are really the only thing that can threaten Imrik. And there we go, the Dragon Lord, or the Vampire Blood Dragon Lord dies. Dick Halfmast's still alive, ironically. Half-mast is the last standing. Alrighty, well, not for long though, because he's gonna crumble, and a couple hits from Imrik means that he's just about dead. The rest of the army appears to start crumbling as soon as the enemy Vampire Lord is dead. Like, I think this is scripted that the enemy army just crumbles super fast, even faster than normal, because normally a few of these units, especially the elites like the Vargulf, would have survived a little bit longer, but other than that, this battle is just about over. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage on a few units, primarily Trogdor and Michaela. A little bit of damage on both the Dragon Princes as well, but otherwise not much. I don't know what did so much damage to the Heralds of the Wind, but I think it's when they ran out of ammunition, what might have happened is they charged something and got stuck in melee. I didn't even notice, but hey, nobody died, and nobody really got all that crazy hurt anyway, so I think, despite the fact that this says a close victory, it is not so much. Let's see how everybody did, and I really want to compare the amount of damage that the Blood Dragons did, both the warriors that were on foot and the mounted units, because I just really felt they died really oddly quickly there. So let's see what they managed to do. Alrighty, and just like that, the armor of Caledor rests upon the shoulders of its rightful owner. Battle was not particularly difficult. I mean, the game does say close victory, but it does not say heroic victory, unlike last time. The fight against Shakalot was a lot more difficult, and yeah. I thought that the Blood Dragon Warriors would be a lot more threatening, as well as the Blood Knights, but I didn't find them to be all that effective. I mean, look at the damage they were able to deal out. 763, 1442, 868, 2500, as opposed to, say, nearly 2800 on the one Dragon Princess, and a little over 1100, or 11,000 rather. 28,000 and 11,000 on these two. Yeah, so pretty big difference, I think. But I guess these guys weren't leveled up, or this lord. He was level 15, so he should still be probably providing them with red line bots. Either way, not anything to be concerned about, even with the slight screw-ups with regards to having both Trogdor and Michaela take damage to those gunners. A little bit underestimated how quickly they'd be able to drop the dragons, even though I shouldn't have, because we already know that the dragons are fairly vulnerable to such attacks. Now, we don't need to bother forced labor, because that won't heal our dragons, so we just do execute captives once again. Keep leveling up to level 7. There we go, and we got some influence out of that, and now we got a decent amount of cash. Lovely. And let's see, treasury, and there's the armor of Caledor for Imrik, all maxed out now. And beautiful. Now Imrik. So we have to decide what to do. One of the suggestions in the previous episode was to move them down to Lamia and destroy these in order for Libaras to have them, which is not necessarily a bad idea. Huh. On the other hand, maybe it might be better to not let Libaras have them and take them for ourselves, because Lamia should be a pretty rich place. It's got the gemstones, which means a lot of money, and it is a suitable climate for us. It is unfortunately very close to Clan Moors. If only Libaras itself were destroyed, I'd love to just take this province and then leave all of the former beast territories, the Kingdom of Beasts, Lizardmen territories rather, to Caledor, especially as they're unpleasant climate for us. You know, I'll think about it. In the meantime, I guess we're gonna move Imrik down there either way. Because, I mean, it's either move them there or take Black Crag, but I fear that if we take Black Crag right now, what'll happen is that the dwarfs will immediately attack us here, which would leave these guys down here, and if they declare war on us, they could jump over here. But it's going to take a while to get to them. Several turns. And I don't like that either. But it'll take just as long to get to Black Crag. Actually, it'll be a little bit faster to get to Black Crag. But I really don't actually want Valea's Soar. Okay, you know what, first thing we're going to do, actually second thing we're gonna identify who's at Karakate Peaks. And I still don't know whether we go for the orcs. Which orcs, rather, do we go for? It's probably only a matter of time before these guys declare war on us. You know what, fine. Fine, we'll ignore Grimgor. If he gets killed by the regular dwarfs, we'll just deal with it. You're gonna go to Darkhold and heal up there, Imrik. Going to be a little bit less money gained over this turn, but it is what it is. Now that we got a decent amount of cash from that, we should be able to do this upgrade, which we need right now, and I guess we should probably do this upgrade right now as well. It's kind of a waste of money, but we need to be able to build Lothar and Seaguard here, because this army, especially early on, is going to be primarily Seaguard, with a bunch of archers and maybe some rangers or something. But this is clearly necessary. And we'll need walls and Val's Anvil, of course. Alright, so that's done, and that was a lot of our cash. Wait, while we're at it, this... Yeah, you know what, we can switch you back to Tribute to the Phoenix King. There we go, that's a little bit better. And I think, let's see, Dragon Fang Mount. We can upgrade this stuff next turn. I don't really want to upgrade this because I feel like we'll delete it eventually, especially with the extra public order coming out of the Sea Dragon's teeth. And I feel like, well, 150. Yeah, really, I wish that we could get the 300 version because it's doubling the amount of money this is gaining. And it is an entertainment building, so if we get those buildings that upgrade the amount of money that you get from entertainment buildings, it wouldn't be too bad. Unless there's a building that gives us even more money. We only get 50 out of this. Yeah, what I'm saying is maybe we get a aristocracy building in Dreadrock itself just to upgrade the plus 50 towards the entertainment buildings, but there's only going to be 2 of them in this province in general. And we can also grab an Elven embassy. And not build any of the non-money making provinces, because this is definitely going to be a money province just by virtue of having the Sea Dragon's Teeth. Alright, you know what? Let's temporarily put it into Rebuild Lost Splendor. We'll see if we have money remaining last turn. You're still in Rebuild Lost Splendor. Do we wait until level 4? It'll take us like 12 turns, or we could do one of these right now. You know what? I think since we currently have the Invocation of Assyrian, we might as well pop this right now. And let's start in Haunted Forest. Where do we start here? To double, we should probably use the Shattered Cove. Yeah, let's do that. And then next turn, we might be able to upgrade the Haunted Forest as well. Start making a decent amount of cash here. Alright, I believe with that we can end the turn unless I'm mistaken. Oh, wait, you are also going to go to Rebuild Lost Splendor, and we're going to upgrade both of these next turn as well. Okay, let's do that. Imrik, you got yourself a level up. You've actually almost leveled up to the next level. We are going to go through Skymaster and then into Rally, and then we'll start upgrading the good stuff after that, so you're good. And then Michaela, you are done with the with your actual magic now. So, vigor loss reduction for phoenixes. I doubt we're gonna have phoenixes in this army, unfortunately, though they are pretty damn awesome. Miscast chance and leadership versus magic resistance and cooldown to all spells. I feel like we're gonna have to go with the but this provides us winds of magic. Do we get more magic or do we miscast less? I mean, it's only 5, and the other benefit is essentially nothing. The leadership is probably not a big deal. You know what, let's go with White Tower Sage. Even though this also feels like not much. But I feel like we're going to go with White Tower Sage, and we got to put 1 point more in. I guess a lot of magic resistance stacked up might not be too bad. 55 on Michaela currently, and it's going to upgrade even higher from that. That'll be interesting. And combined, let's see, if she gets ward save and stuff, she might actually get to the max of magic resistance. Okay, well, at least she'll be mostly immune to magic damage. Okay, let's end the turn. And in a few turns, I think our economy is going to be decent enough so that we can start building that second army that I've been wanting in Caledor for so damn long. And then we can start fighting in 2 places at once. It's so expensive to get that second army. I really don't want to cripple our economy. But we do need Imrik to start moving. Now that we're out of dragon fights and all that stuff, we need to go somewhere. Let's see, Settlement Besieged, Flayed Rock, upkeep reduction for Spearmen, Rangers, and Archers, Swell, we got a free Bard, Skaven Conflict, be at war with Clan Molder. We will destroy this stuff for the free experience, I guess. Can't do the money because it screws up our relationships. Alright, so what we want to do is, I believe somebody in the last episode noted that identifying Skaven is actually free, i.e. you get your money back if it's infested. Let's see if, I don't know whether that's the case. Let's find out. Alright, 913, 8284. Will it still be 8284? Oh yeah, because then you're not searching the ruins, are you? Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, alright, thanks for the tip, because I would have not done that forever. Okay, so that is indeed Clan Morse. Ooh, and look at all the upgrades in Caracate Peaks. Oh, that'll be a fairly tough fight. Well, then again, all the Storm these are Halberd Storm Vermin, so they would be pretty decent against the dragons. But we could breathe on them and kill them. Plus, magicize them. Plus, they don't have shields, which means we could wreck them with range attacks. Anyway, you are going to go into Secure Influence. I believe that's what we got you for, even though you're elusive and you'd be a decent fighter. The Public Order thing does nothing for you, so you're going to remove that. We're going to go into Assault Units, because we might actually attack somebody. Local Resources. Tradable Resource Production Increase. Okay, well, swell, but not what we're going to go for right now. Let's just go with Assassinate. Alrighty, so we're good here, and now we just have to decide what to build. This turn out looks like Imrik leveled up again as expected. Haunted Forest, yes. Dreadrock, definitely a Elven Fairground, unless there's something better to upgrade here. Oh yeah, we definitely want the Sculptor's Workshop, and we want this the Elven Artisan, and I guess we also definitely want the Royal Garrison, don't we? Alright, so you're going to do that. That'll be a lot of upgrades in Mount Silver Spear, and then we're immediately going to go back into Tribute to the Phoenix King. We have 3 more turns of Invocation of Assyrian, so hopefully we can still upgrade this before it leaves us for good. And then upgrade this Hunting Camp as well. Since it'll be gone in a few turns, we won't be able to use it on this port upgrade, but it'll always be a worthwhile upgrade, so we'll do that later. In the meantime, I guess, since there's nothing to do, we're going to switch you to Tribute to the Phoenix King. You won't be rebelling again soon, I hope. Michaela, can you get another... Oh, you can't carry those, okay. And you can't use this enchanted, or... You can, but Imrik's using it. Okay, then you're just going to keep... Oh, you're not the one who leveled up, it was Imrik. So, we are going to go with Dragon and Phoenix Guard and Dragon Princes. That's you. So we get armor, melee defense, and physical resistance. Lovely. Very nice. And then we'll go through Heroic Killing Blow right after that. Yeah, Imrik has a lot less points that you really need to get in there as compared to somebody like Arcan. It feels like you can get pretty much everything. I wonder if we'll have enough points to be able to move through the blue line. I doubt it if after we go Heroic Killing Blow, because we'd need 4, 5, we need 10 points total for this. And if we were to spend 5 more, go 1, 2, 3... Or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we get 2 points at the final rank. Unless I'm mistaken. So we could go 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. If we ignore these, which we will. Yeah. We'll get the white lines in another army. So yeah, so this will be 31, and 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 gets 2 levels, unless I'm mistaken, so we could technically get Renowned and Feared and Quartermaster as well, which would be fairly beneficial, an extra 14% reduction into upkeep, because Imrik is... Yeah, that's going to be pretty costly here. We won't care about the rest of this, but we will be able to, well, ambush defense chance maybe if we're fighting Skaven, but Merchant Lord might be helpful as well if we open up trading later. It will mean skipping Valor of Ages. So it's free weapon strength and charge, but Imrik's charge is already kind of obnoxious. And we'll already get Woundmaker and Blade Shield. Will the full plate armor really do a lot for us? The diminishing returns off of this would mean that it wouldn't be a huge idea. I'll think about it. But I'm very tempted to go for Renowned and Feared. And then Quartermaster. I mean, 10% isn't huge, but imagine, this entire army is going to be full of dragons and dragon princes, maybe some Phoenix Guard if I really feel like it, but also maybe not, depending on how many dragons and stuff we have in here. But the upkeep is going to be like 10k. But then again, an extra, will it be worth it spending all that money just for an extra 1,000 half of our upkeep for one army? Maybe not. Maybe it's just better to build Imrik out as the best fighter as possible. And I just realized after all those dragons, we have all this dragon blood that we can use, and I completely forgot about that. So, what do we want here? What will help our faction gain more money? Upkeep for Lords and Heroes. Caledorian Dragon Rouser, plus 10 melee defense for dragon units in the army. Lovely. Let's see, campaign movement range, helpful. Magic item and research rate, also helpful. Upkeep for all units, own armies within own territory, but then it screws our trade. We don't get a lot from trade right now, though, but neither is our upkeep that massive. This will be important later. Priest of Vaal, immune to all attrition. Oh, that'll be useful when we attack the dwarfs. In fact, we should probably get this. Just to get that Priest of Vaal. Otherwise, is there anything super useful? Untainted +2 might actually be quite useful right now. More fire resistance? Okay. I don't know what Sacred Incense does. It could be awesome. It could be not so awesome. If anybody knows, please let me know. Ooh, not a bad upgrade for... for Dragon Prince is a free ward save. Yeah, some good stuff in here. There's some good stuff. I think we gotta go with Priest of Vaal. Yeah, it screws up our campaign movement range, but we should have it. Is there anything else we want before? Oh, we could just get the Mobile Farrier as well. Is there anything more important? Post-battle... Oh, wow. Getting a little bit more post-battle loot screws up all of our faction's entertainment buildings. That's screwy. And really quite unfortunate. I guess the upkeep in enemy territory does help. This is a harder decision than I thought it would be, and it doesn't really matter because we're... Wait, do you get enough to get them all eventually, right? Because you get them per turn. Yeah, so it's not a huge deal. Let's go for Val's Fury right now, and then we'll figure out what to do afterwards. Not that big of a deal. Let's move Imrik in regular stance to the Fortress of Vorag, and then yeah, let's move down to these guys. I feel like I'm going to attack Lamia because it's really weird, but Caledor doesn't seem to be moving. Her armies seem to be stuck. And even if it won't be a full province, it's a pretty decent amount of cash. Will Caledor start hating us eventually? Maybe. Is she fighting Teotihuacan? Doesn't appear to be. Oh, Teotihuacan has both its armies. Is she at war with Teotihuacan? Yeah, she is. And she's at war with Blue Vipers. I'd really love it if the Blue Vipers were able to take Doomglade. Are they at war with Moors, though? No, they're not. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens there by the time Imrik gets there. Anyway, let's end the turn because there is no more turn to do. There's nothing else to do, that is. And let's keep going. Hopefully this plague will be over at 2 turns. Almost there. We're getting there, folks. I really wish all the stuff wasn't so far from Imrik. But on the bright side, when all of this stuff that we just built finishes up, our economy should be even stronger. Let's see, more influence. Well, Priest of All will use you eventually. We're going to hold off on you for now. Imrik, can you carry the Priest of All around in your pocket? Yes, you can. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. And I guess we're going to get another one of these dragon blood things. Let's go for... And I just made this decision. You know what? Let's get the Untainted. I feel like it's gonna help because we do have some places with Skaven corruption, buildings and commandments. So it looks like there's. Oh right, you're still alive, aren't you? Damn Undercity. Okay, well, I know that in a couple provinces I did decide to keep the Rebuild Lost Splendor because I wanted one of these and one of these. There we go. And I guess we could keep upgrading this stuff. We are Tribute to the Phoenix King in here, and we do have 2 more turns of the Rite of Assyrian, so we could technically upgrade this one for more money, but then this one we'll have to wait for. Yeah, that works for me. And oh, in a couple wait, we might be able to upgrade this in a couple turns as well. Let's see. No, we're at 900. Damn. If only this was 3 turns. Oh well, but there's no battle that we can win anymore, is there? Imrik, are you out of items? Are you out of... Yeah, okay. Unfortunate. Okay, well then, Rowan, you are going to keep identifying ruins for free levels, I guess. Go up to Black Iron Mine, then we'll move you down. Plus identify what's all here. How are you feeling about us, dwarfs? Not super happy. That's okay. Not our problem. Next. Alrighty, and unfortunately we're just about out of time in this episode, although at least we managed to achieve that whole armor thing. And then I guess next time we'll be attacking the Blue Vipers and then moving north. I don't think we'll be attacking Clan Moors immediately, because I don't like that idea. Because I feel like they'll jump over, and like Ashridge Mountains can't defend itself, for example. And I feel like they're here. They may even be in the Desolation of Nagash. I would love to send an extra hero there, but we just don't have one. Imrik, you can't land in Dread Rock. We could speed you up. Might be able to land here in Lamia in a single turn. Yes, it'll cost us money.
Make haste, Asur!
A lot of money to put you into March Stance. So much money. Wow. Okay. Now, I did say that there was something that we should be able to do next turn. That was this promenade, wasn't it? It wasn't this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think it was just this. Unless there's something over in Caledor. Ooh, wait, do we know, oh, wow. Eatane's doing real nice. Avalorn. Non-aggression pact, please. No. I don't like that. I don't appreciate it. Okay, well, as long as these guys are leaving us alone, I don't think Eatane will attack us because we're in a pact. And, okay, we're good here, so I guess we just use the money on that entertainment building then. like so, and then switch back to Tribute to the Phoenix King, and I believe everything's back into Tribute. Alrighty, and one more Dragon Blood, and I guess then we're going to end one more turn, and then we're going to call it, just in case something interesting happens, although I doubt it will. Let's go for... I mean, I guess we could just power up the stuff with the Blessing of Caledor. I generally prefer to power up the faction, but there isn't really a lot here that would do that. I guess we could go the Mobile Farrier just for the... You know what? Let's get the Campaign Movement Range. It's never a bad investment to go that way. Let's do that, end the turn, and then let's land at Lamia so that we're basically prepared to... Oh, did I not order you to actually identify that? Damn. So that we were prepared to start attacking the Blue Vipers next turn, I guess. Or next episode at the start. Khalida, you want a defensive alliance? I might turn on you. You give us 600 gold per turn. I'm not going to do a defensive alliance. Or wait... You know, it would be nice to have one ally. The only thing about her is that this place is really fairly easy to defend, as you could essentially just block it off by taking Clan Moore's home, and then whatever the little dwarf faction lives here. And there's a gold mine here as well, so I'll have to think about it. Might use some influence on that, might not. You know what? We'll also use some of our influence on talking to Avalorn. Because eventually we're going to break through to Barak Var and then get that port. And then be able to trade with all the other High Elves. So we might as well have the reputation to actually be able to capitalize on that. Okay, so I guess that's it for this turn. We're going to call this episode here. And next time we will be fighting the Blue Vipers, as I said. And probably not much else, since there are no... there are no quest battles here, but that's alright. It's not a huge deal. Let's have you land. I hope that you can land this very turn. And I don't imagine you'll suffer attrition. Oh, the Blue Vipers are here. Oh, look, Khalida's moved in. Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever. I think I'm still going to take this for Imrik instead of leaving it to Khalida. I just really want those gemstones, because I feel like this place is going to generate a lot of cash. I could be wrong, but I think that's the way it's looking right now. Fighting dwarfs, yes, I like fighting dwarfs. But just before I forget, let's get that Priest of Vaughn here. Oh, the Priestess of Isha is... Oh. Wait, that upgrade gave us the Priestess of Isha. It wasn't... Oh, it was untainted. Okay, yeah, okay. I just confused myself there for a second. My bad. Caledorian Dragon Rouser. I guess we'll definitely want this on Imrik either way, so we might as well get it. And we'll still get another one of these next turn. We'll be going through these quite fast now that we've gotten dragons. Ooh, and we'll have another... Oh, well, actually, we'll have another dragon fight soon. Hopefully the marker appears nearby Imrik. It seems like all the markers have appeared near him thus far, so I wouldn't be surprised. I also just realized that Trogdor is still kind of hurt. But that's alright. As I said, calling it here, next time Lamia. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and a comment to support the channel. It really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.